Namaste, viewers, and welcome to our continuing series on Be Consciously Healthy with Dr. Maria. Thank you, Doctor, for joining us today. We really appreciate your time and your extremely uplifting and valuable information, advice. But, viewers, this is not a medical program. Do consult your doctor. This is for your own knowledge, information, and actually to be conscious of good health because we want you to have a wonderful time in your golden years, to be healthful and happy. And let me tell you, there's so much we can do, so much we can learn to enable this. And as you know, we've been talking about stress, and there are so many stressors in our lives, and nobody, is free of them. So no one has a perfect life. Unfortunately, we are no longer in the Garden of Eden, so to speak. We are in a post-lapsarian world, which means that we have to be even more conscious, take even more responsibility for ourselves, for our own good health, and for, our environment, for the rest of humanity. Because, once you start becoming the light, that shines in the darkness, then many other lamps will also be lit. So this is our purpose and this is our intention. And Dr. Maria, you're so kind as to help us on this path. So the first thing I want to ask you is, don't you think that we are an over medicalized society? For everything, we're looking for that magic bullet. We take these medications for stress, for depression. We take an antacid. If we could just space our meals or change our diet a little bit, we may not need it. We may not actually have acid reflux. Who knows? But I wanted to first of all start asking you about what are the home remedies, so to speak, to de stress yourself, not distress, but de stress yourself, reduce your stress levels. So perhaps you can tell us, what we have, in our own kitchens, in our own gardens, foods, essential oils, spices. So I hand it over to you. You are the expert. And viewers, if you come to this part of South Central Florida, please do visit Welcome Home Integral Healing Education Center. We have wonderful therapies for you there. We have a sand therapy, we have aromatherapy, there's yoga, there's movement. Please come and just see what a wonderful facility we have. Over to you, Dr. Maria. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. When you talk about de-stressing and non-pharmaceutical approach, there are the sky's the limit. There are so many approaches here, and people should know that. You should know that, you should start off with, a moment of gratitude and taking a nice slow breath in and just for starters. But, calming the body is really important, and being conscious of your breath and where you are in life and space is important. And perhaps opening up your windows and doors and so forth, just taking some air, some fresh air from outside. May it be a sunny day or even a rainy day, it's okay. We need the sun, we need the rain. So open your doors and windows to air from the outside, because indoor air can be stuffy, and if you're constantly surrounded by air conditioning or other heaters and stuff like that, you need to have some outside air. So it's important to do that. Perhaps you have a garden outside, or flowers to tend to, go and visit them, and do that as a de-stressor, or something to put you at peace, make you feel better, whether it's first thing in the morning, or if you're at home, or toward the evening time. You can check on things in and around your home, garden. But if you do have anything like a home little diffuser, where you can apply some drops of essential oil into the diffuser, this is a wonderful way to bring in some chemistry that will help ease the mind. So drops of things like passion flower, lavender, lemon grass, Lang Lang. That's Ylang, Lang Lang, or some people say Ylang Ylang. You could mix one or two or even three different essential oils that are easily obtained through your health food store or market that has these type of things, and a diffuser to diffuse it. And it is very helpful, and you can use it either to help you sleep or to help you when you just want to feel calm and comfortable in your kitchen or living room, wherever you dwell. Uh, when you get up in the morning and go to your toilet area, you might want to have that available too, and natural soaps, natural things that you can put on that will again keep you calm and comfortable. And some of those things can include things like rose oil that you can actually apply to the body, rose oil or a little citrus oil, combinations of they have them as fragrances, so they're very
Or
nice for
sandalwood. In India, sandalwood is considered
sandalwood.
very
Sandalwood is nice
cooling.
too. So and depending on your
Body type.
the body type, for male, female, it's up to you which fragrance and oils that you like. Some men will like more of a sandalwood, patchouli kind of essential oil. These are very calming. They're balancing. And for a lady, you might like those scents also. Jasmine is very nice. I happen to have a very big penchant for jasmine, and that scent is beautiful. And if you have a jasmine bloom in your home or around your home, this is one that's really, really very calming and very balancing for the body. Lavender is very balancing. So to have lavender in and around your house, you might have a plant of lavender, but having plants around is really very, very helpful. In terms of food and things like that, things that are balancing or keeping you calm and relaxing type of things, I would suggest some fruit, fruits and perhaps yogurt. They're very calming for the stomach. A nice soup. People make soups of different styles and types. Contents can be, vegetables or some type of broth. These are calming for the body. You don't want to eat things that are heavily fried or heavily spiced. Heavily spiced foods for some may be okay, but for calming sake and for relaxing sake, you want to have things that are rather mild or neutral, not too spicy, because that might upset the GI tract, your stomach, and all. You want to eat things that are gentle on the body, a nice piece of fruit, perhaps a cup of tea that doesn't have a lot of elements in it. You don't want a highly
Caffeine
caffeinated tea
without
or
caffeine.
coffee. Something
Tulsi,
without
tulsi
caffeine, because
used to be
caffeine
great.
is a stimulant. It is technically a drug. It is a pharmaceutical on the pharmacopoeia. In our culture in the United States, it is on the U.S. pharmacopoeia as a drug, caffeine. So just know that you don't want to have a lot of it. I mean, it's a socially acceptable thing. It is found naturally in teas and coffee, but there are teas that don't have it and naturally don't, like hibiscus or chamomile, which are also very calming, things like that. If you want to add a little ginger or turmeric or something to balance your tea, you can do that. And some people use a little bit of cinnamon in the tea, which has a nice little uplifting uh, feature to it. It is uplifting, but it's very good. It's very good for your blood sugar. It is good for your blood pressure. So it can actually lower your blood sugar, lower your blood pressure. So not a bad idea to put a little cinnamon stick in your tea. I don't recommend sugar because it is again going to be a little bit too much on the pancreas, and it'll spike your blood sugar. It can stimulate your pancreas to make more insulin, and you don't want to do that, like, especially in the morning. You don't need that blast of sugar. And in the evening, definitely don't put sugar into things. You don't want a lot of added sugar. So these are some things that we can use. There are formulations, there are natural formulas that have lemon balm, passion flower, uh, and lang lang, and these are formulas that are found in tablet form and in drop form that can be taken by mouth for relaxation and calming. There are homeopathics that are used as well. This is a whole another line of so-called treatments and remedies that you can use. It's very important to move your body in flex your body and do some nice exercises to help get your body in motion, and to do perhaps some yoga, asanas, or tai chi, or something else that would be nice and opening. It would open up all of your centers, all of your muscles, and be very relaxing for you. And then you can get into your activities, which might be having a little bit more to them, a little bit more higher activities, but at least start out calmly and then work your way into more activity through the day.
Yes, I think I must remind our viewers that Dr. Maria has written a wonderful book called The Conscious Eat. So, in our next series of podcasts, I will request her to bring the book to show it to you, and we will
Oh,
talk a little
behind
more
me.
about the book. It's right behind. So, the Conscious Eat is it's such a wonderful book full of recipes and the philosophy of food, which we are going to talk about a little more. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Maria. And I also wanted to just mention, speaking of books, that Be Consciously Healthy, the title of this entire series, is from another book of hers, which is called Awaken to Your Best Life. There you go, Awaken to Your Best Life. And this is the motto of our series, viewers: Awaken to Your Best Life. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Maria. So, you can see, viewers, how your own home is a cornucopia. So you don't need the pharmacopoeia when you have the cornucopia right here and now in your own home. And in our next episode, we'll try to show that your own body, you don't even have to go outside your body, has the resources to change your internal dynamics, to release, those hormones and those energies which are required to rebalance your life, to add to your eustress, to, decrease or mitigate your distress. And therefore, in this universe where everything is conscious, and of which, at least as far as you're concerned or I'm concerned, of which you are yourself the center, I hope that you feel empowered, feel better about yourself, and take corrective measures whenever you feel distressed. Pause, step back, and really examine your life. You see, an unexamined life, as Socrates famously said, is not worth living. But to be consciously healthy is a choice. And thank you so much, Dr. Maria, for helping us on this journey. Thank you for joining us today, viewers. If you like what we are doing, please share this video with your friends, and do subscribe to our channel, support us in getting the message across. But most importantly, try to practice it yourself. Let's all be a little more conscious, shall we? Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.